All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today we're treated to an entertaining preseason contest. It's the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. We covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
You know, Kate, his chef days might be coming to a close, but he's still got a chance to cook in Pittsburgh last year, and he did have a winning record in 11 starts. He also threw 3 times as many touchdowns as picks, and that's why this opportunity and this door is opened in New York.
Wilson airing it out to start. Like a good target, Brock, Neighbors is there. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, New York.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Trying the right side with Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On play action now, Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the gun, it's Tracy. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. 4th down, Wilson throwing. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, here's Russ. This finds Bellinger. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Gano ready to send this away.
New York.
Brandon Condrington to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
First out of the game for James Cook. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Tight end going in motion here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. On target to Moore. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw for Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. That draw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for 3rd down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Allen on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. On first down, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. To throw again, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Allen gonna throw again. And this time they're gonna get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Trying again, following the sack. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and goal for Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On the hand handoff. This is Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second down now, 7 to go. They go right back to Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Tracy, the ball carrier. Christian Benford on the stop. A gain of 7. First down, Giants.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic and keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll go left side with Tracy. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, we've been here once before already, Kate. They converted on that 4th down. Hey, I wouldn't put it past him to try it again, but from this spot, I think most coaches would just punt it away.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He's fielded at the 14. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Sending a receiver left. Allen on the play action. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
It's dime defense from the G-men. Third down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he'll get it up to the 44. Almost drive should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Finds him over the middle. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the 47. Finds him on the slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Cook trying this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down right.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 23-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing here, Allen. Able to get it to Moore. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
12-yard line.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This is Cook. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Blitz coming here. Allen. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Running it after the penalty. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills take a second quarter lead. Goal line formation to give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Eric Gray to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Russ now from the gun. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Palmer coming in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Josh Palmer. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
So 3rd down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Slot man in motion left. Allen on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Wilson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. He's got it deep downfield. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now Wilson on the play fake. He finds Slayton. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, ball at the 36. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Russ looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Number 1, Malik Neighbors. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, New York.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson now off the play action. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Cotterington now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Avoided one crisis on a dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Brad Robbins on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. 1st down, here's Russ. He's running with it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, Play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Tracy. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Dave, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down at the 30. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You gotta run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
They run. Here's Tracy. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Where one defender failed, while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Quick slant caught by Neighbors. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Running this with Tracy. A skip. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 14.
Gano ready to send this away. Cotterington now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Now it's Cook. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Allen setting up play action. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Allen on 3rd and short. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's a give to Cook. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills trailing on the scoreboard. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's more on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Play action now, Allen. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second and 10 now. Completed over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Allen gonna throw again. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Buffalo Bills.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, Allen. Complete out to the right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Again, Allen to the air. Oh, what a catch! Back in the end zone. Did he get the feet in? Did he? No, couldn't get the feet in. Incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
6-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. This is cuts. That's Slayton. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Cotterington now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. He was brought down by Roy Robertson-Harris.
A gain of a yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. That throw behind his intended target. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Allen on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
That's a gain of 31 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Drops it off to Cook. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Allen. Got his man. Shakir has it. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
This is Cook on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 3. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Rush coming for Wilson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, New York.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
From the gun, it's Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Blitz coming, Ross. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. And the Bills get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run it with Cook. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right, set now, first and 10. Again, it's Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Brought in right side by Moore. And he's brought down at the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They send a receiver in motion right. Throw on 3rd down. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Bass's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here, following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, Look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Josh Allen, the touchdown. His third total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
All right, here we go. Second down. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bills set to take over offensively. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They managed 3 yards on the tote. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another one for Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
First down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. It's Allen out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught.
Textbook pitch route. He's hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Allen to throw. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a 16-point ball game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. The Bills take a 3-possession lead. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Bass now to kick this away.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Gray now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Brought in right side. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Wilson now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He works it down in the 37. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. To the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 31. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Completed to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Tracy once more. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
38. Giants 28.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Cotterington now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. The Giants offense all set to get started. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. The give to Tracy up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Wilson to throw it. Finds the in route complete. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Malik Neighbors. A gain of 16 yards. And a Giants 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
A handoff to Tracy. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Russ setting to throw. Looking slant route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To Darius Slayton. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and you could not find a completion.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
2nd and 10 now. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush and came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They run. Here's Tracy. And not much space available there. Maybe 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Russ now from the gun. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. They're on it. That's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line.
That's now 2, Kate, that they got him for picks in this game. He's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Once again, pass caught by Moore. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a 3-possession lead. Bass now to kick this away. Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Here's 2nd and 7. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Bills. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll go left side with Tracy. Along the sideline past midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He's going to tuck it and run. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
Giants 35.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Two-score game. Got to get yourself additional opportunities somehow. And that right there, that's a huge one. Feel like they absolutely now have to translate this into points.
They really do, and not just make it a one-possession game. As you've taught me, Kate, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time, Papa.
One possession at a time, one play at a time, one bite at a time to the very end.
First down throw for Wilson. He's got Bellinger. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Wilson. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Russ is cooking again. Completed to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. And we've got to stop it here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking in the air with Wilson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now. Finds his target, Robinson. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. On play action now, Wilson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Throwing is Wilson. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from them. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Giants 42.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. I think the Giants got that one back. Yes, Giants football. Well, partner, you always tell me that special teams have to be special. Back-to-back onside kicks recovered by them. I'm not sure I've seen a team execute that well ever before in a single game.
Do you know how perfect you got to be to do this once in a contest? And even then, you still need a little bit of luck. To do it twice on back-to-back kickoffs, absolutely incredible.
Short pass brought in, and he's brought down after a short gain. The Giants using their first timeout, and they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here he is to throw. Gets this to Slayton. They make the tackle at the 38. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
New York.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Looking good, and it's through. And now this preseason game might be headed for a tie.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Once again, pass caught by Moore. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Second down at the 44-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Cotterington now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills offense all set for their next drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. First throw of overtime now. That's more of the catch out left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Davis gets it from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on first down, Allen. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Soft lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Motioning him from the slot right. Here's second and 2. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Josh Palmer. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. On the handoff, here's Davis. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside. Well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, well, a sure tackle from a corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
Their first drive of OT is on the ropes, Brock. It's 3rd and 5. They send him left out of the slot. Allen on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, Allen. Catch is made in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pull in front. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now for the extra point and a 7-point lead to defend here in overtime. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop too. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, New York.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
1st down, here's Russ. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Devin Singletary. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
This entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on 2nd down. Russ now from the gun. There he is again. It's Neighbors. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he could separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Russ is cooking again. That's into the hands of Singletary. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Bills have the football down inside the 10. They're at their own 9-yard line. They battled each other all game long, Brock, but the coverage, so a couple of surprises up their sleeve for this QB, stealing possession there with the pick.
And there's always a look or two, Kate, that doesn't get used much during the game. A way to disguise the coverage and trick those QB's eyes into seeing something that wasn't there. What better spot to break that out than right now in overtime? Right here, right now, like Van Halen used to say.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.